Well, you ever seen anybody change the oil in a 1966 Chrysler with a 383? Well, you're about to. So according to the note on the oil filter, it's been 2 years since I've changed the oil on this. So for some reason I skipped the one last year, but it's been driven. The mileage was 50,425, and it now has 51,051. So 600 miles or something. So first thing you're gonna do is you get under here with your authentic 7/8 Craftsman wrench from who knows how many years ago. You're gonna get on the drain plug, loosen. I have a drain pan handy with a large cloth under it, which is, in a previous life, was a bed sheet. Let's see if we can thread this out. Yep, there it comes. I think this drain plug needs a washer on it. See, that oil is only 600 miles on it, and it's not clear. Yeah, it's still pretty black. I don't think this engine has many miles on it, but okay, it does have a washer on it, but I think there's something going on with that. Hang on, I'm about to go for a ride here. So, remember, I put this thing in. Okay, maybe I fixed that. But that's not. Let's go in the shop real quick while that's draining. That's not the plug that's supposed to be on it. Why is a... Okay. That's weird. I will counter on the camera. Change from the bottom to the top. Who knows? I don't think that's the plug that's supposed to... washer that's supposed to be on that. I think I was having problems with it. Guess what? With a leak. And so I put one on it, but that's a flat washer. Sure is. Quit leaking though. But somewhere in here, in this black hole, I have some actual oil drain plug washers. Where the hell they're at, I don't know. Let's look in the one that says washers and spacers. No. Nope. Nope. Yeah, okay. Absolutely not. Because they were in a container, like an envelope or something. I just replaced that. And I ordered one. And there it was. That's the problem I have with so many parts. Can't ever find them when you need them, because you don't know they're there. That's not it. That's starter parts. Nope. I'm getting cold here. What are you doing? Nope. Not working. Alright, so let me look in here. The rest of this, I don't know what I just did. I hit something, the camera plug up and go off. Oh, that's my washer assortment. Not in there. Oh, geez. Okay, this is going to take a while. I'll be back. Okay, I guess I just didn't look hard enough over here. So I went into the one called O-rings and bushings, which that's what's in there. And remember that these are wrapped up in a piece of paper. I can tell that's what they are in here. Three of them. I've used one. That's it, right there. They're special. That's a crush washer. They're a little bit different from a regular washer. Because that flat one over there I was using, that's like a brake hose washer. Not saying it doesn't work, but these are supposed to work better. Just come out of there, will ya? That's all you gotta do. Don't bring any tape with you, don't do anything, just come out. Okay, so, yeah, these are they're made a little different. I think they're hollow inside, possibly. I don't like that, so. But they're much thicker. So that should go on this. I want to go with that one because the thing's not in excellent condition. Looks like the original. So just make sure this thing's clean. And then, oh, look at that. No wonder. Turn it over. Oh, look at that. It's got something in it. How about that? So I don't know which way that actually goes. It looks like probably the plug itself has the best chance of sealing. It's probably the most flat surface there is of the two, opposed to the oil pan. So I'm going to put it on like that. There you go. One mopar oil plug gasket installed. Okay. I'll bring you back. When we do that, we're going to take the oil filter and change it. Okay, next step we're going to do our oil filter, which on one of these is right on the front of the engine. So, come down, get in position. Here's the oil filter right here. It's got a couple transmission lines snaking its way around them, but I just use this end cap style wrench. You see the oil filter is kind of dirty because it's probably had a lot of problems with power steering fluid leaks on it. So these things, this cap, the only thing about them, they're kind of sloppy and they never will come right back off again, but we'll get it off. That oil isn't too dirty. Not bad. But there's a reason that they give. Oh, I see something here right away. Something you always want to check. Look at that. So what happened? You see something missing? The gasket's missing. It's stuck to the engine right up here. See there? So if you missed that and put the new filter on, you would have risked a massive oil leak. I did that once when I was about 17 years old. Probably the first oil change I ever did. That's what I get for using a CarQuest oil filter, I suppose. But the first oil changes I ever did, I forgot to check that, and well, that thing doesn't seem like it's totally clean. think that car, this is the engine that was in that convertible. That Plymouth. I think that car sat a very, very long time after being after the engine was put together and maybe put in it. I think it sat quite a long time. Clean that up. And then, alright, so I always scoot that back in case I fumble the new filter. Drop it. I'm not going to drop it in the oil. I've done stuff like that before. So I know ideally you should get some new oil and put on this gasket, but the oil's in the truck back there and I don't want to get up and go get it right this minute. So see, this is supposed to prevent that from happening if you lubricate it. So I don't know what went on with that. Don't much care right now either. Put the new filter on. Yeah, that transmission line's almost right up against that. Yeah, those transmission lines were made by supposedly the best in the business, which is inline tube, but man, they were rather ill-fitting. Here comes another one. Alright, that stopped leaking, Alright, good. Alright, that's all it is. You just hand tighten those as hard as you can in your hand. You don't have to put a wrench on them. You're not trying to keep a propeller from falling off a plane here. Okay, belts look good. Yep, thing up there looks good. The leaks, good. I'll give you a little tip. If you want a paint job on an engine to last, don't use parts store spray paint. Next one I do, I'll not be using that. Okay, so for anybody that was going to say you didn't show us the bucket of drain oil, here it is. Oh, just kidding. Okay, we've got 5 quarts of oil in it. Let's go get the oil. I'll show you something else too we got to use. You mind? Thank you. This thing's still got dog hair in it. Hey, that's another bad thing people do is let their dogs ride around. If you ever let a dog ride around in your car, you just condemn it to being ruined. Alright, so 5 quarts of oil. Nothing special. I made a mistake when I got the oil. I thought I was getting a gallon of or 5 quart jug of 1040. I didn't. I got 1030. It's not gonna matter. So use that. Nothing special, no synthetic, no. And this stuff we're gonna dump this in too. This is zinc Hyperlube ZDDP supplement. This is because that this oil and most other oils for use in new cars don't have any zinc or have minimal zinc, because zinc is apparently something that affects the emissions, I guess, if it gets burned. And so they've taken most of that out. Some of the heavy duty truck oil, diesel oil, still has it, but this I don't know, and I'm not buying diesel oil for what they want for it, so I just bought some of this. And this is the zinc is what protects the cam and the lifters, so I'll get started. So we'll dump it in here. This is our oil cap, which pulls off here. It's got a breather in it. This is the days before they routed it back to the air cleaner. If this was a California emissions car, it would have a tube coming out of that filter up to the air cleaner. It does not, so you know it's federal. All right, nothing more to it except you're going to dump the 5 quarts of oil in it and the supplement and go from there. Start it up, check for leaks, and that's how you do the oil and filter change on 1966 Chrysler. Phone them will cooperate with me suddenly. I've been checking this drain plug to make sure it's oil tight. It is. It's good so far. Normally, you clean these things about every third oil change. This one looks pretty good. You just rinse it out in solvent and re-oil it. What I do is I just pour a bunch of oil in it and then I turn it over and let it drain. But it's okay. I'm going to do it on this one. Okay, so I could check the oil, but I know we got 5 quarts in it, so we should be golden. All right, that's how you do an oil change on this. Now, there have been instances people have said that they've had problems getting the oil pressure to build again after doing an oil filter change on these, because of the way this filter is, I don't know, mounted sideways or something. So I think what you do, if you ever have that happen, I think what you do, you just sort of crack the filter back loose and let it drain a little bit of oil out, get the air out of it, and then tighten it back up. It should be fine. So, all right, guys, I got to put some antifreeze in this because I was running it with just water. Whew, yeah. Sealing good. Yep. So I was running it with just water in it because it had the stuff that was in it kind of, without this radiator being so dirty, it had got some rust and junk in it. So I was kind of just, before I put good antifreeze, I was just sort of letting it circulate some of that out of it. So I got to do that next. All right. Okay. And after this, I think there's going to be 2 things left to do.